a special guest for you. We're joined by former Tennessee Vol and current Tennessee Titans wide receiver, 6'4" guy doing big things out there for the Titans. Justin Hunter on the Bossman Show. Justin, what's good, my man?
Nothing much, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good, man. What's been good with you, man? Coming off of that ankle injury, I saw you out there running real good the last 2 weeks, man. So, how you feeling with your ankle, man? How you feeling about your game all around?
Oh, well, man, appreciate you asking, man. My ankle's doing good. It was a long road for recovery. It's getting stronger, and I think I'm running all right now. I think my play these past few weeks have been good. Hoping I can clarify a spot on the team.
No doubt, man. Like I said, man, you a fourth year guy. Been in the Titans for 4 years, man. You a big target out there. They got rid of DGB, man. And I read where it kind of was eye opening for everybody. They got rid of DGB after a year and a half, man. So for you, man, seeing them get rid of Doyle like that, man, how's it feel for you going forward?
Yeah, it's sad to see my boy go. I feel like he's still a part of this offense, a big part of this offense. But he left, and I had to step up again. Just showing that I want to be on the team. I think that's the biggest thing.
No doubt, folks. Justin Hunter here on the Boss Man Show. Now, man, you got in your room with you. You got a guy like Harry Douglas. You got Andre Johnson now, Rashard Matthews, man. What are these guys meant to you personally, helping you become a better receiver, teaching you about the game, and learning all these little different little ways these little vet tricks, how to beat coverages. So, what have these guys done for you personally and professionally, man?
I feel like it's just a big advantage, just all around the board. Andre, he's been in the league for quite some time now. 14th year. Harry's 109. And Rashad just got a new contract, so they've definitely been doing some good in the league to keep this being in the league for long and keep going on. And I just stay in their ear, talk to them whenever I can, just trying to get information about life and as far as football. And I think it's a big help for me and the young guys on the team.
No doubt. And for you guys as receivers, man, they've seen every coverage possible to be zone dogs, combo coverages, three, four quarters. So, how do they help you in the classroom learning about those different defenses, how cornerbacks line up, how safeties kind of tip off the coverages? What have they taught you in that regard?
Oh man, so yeah, like with the coverage and everything, they've been in the league for a while, so they've seen a lot of things and everything, and they just try to help us, pick up on certain things that tip the defense off when they're trying to disguise it as soon as they can, just to help us out. But I feel like so far, with me being here, he's going to year two, it's been a big help for me.
No doubt. And Justin, also, man, when you guys got Derrick Henry and DeMarco Murray there in the backfield along with the guys you had last year, watching you get the game yesterday, man, seemed like you guys had a lot of tempo and how that running game spread out the defense help you guys in the passing game and open up lanes for you, Harry, other guys, Tajay Sharp, Rashard. So, how's about the running game and how it helps you guys out there as receivers as well?
I feel like it helps us a lot. Just probably gonna load the box. With Derrick Henry, he's a big guy, and Marcus Mary, he's a veteran, and he's known around the league and everything. So they're probably gonna try to stuff the box. Probably get a little bit more one-on-one access outside and everything like that. And they definitely can open up everything else too, as far as offense.
Man, Derrick Henry is a big dude, man. I mean, he's a running back, but could he play receiver, a tight end if he wanted to? As big as this guy is.
Yeah, I feel like he could. He has good hands and everything. And I haven't seen much of the route running yet, but in the backfield, his route running is pretty good. So I think he could be.
Man, 'cause I was like, dang, this dude big than mud. Like, I knew he was big, but I'm like, dude is big. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow. But yeah, man, I feel you on that. And for you, man, you a tall guy yourself. So do you feel like when you're out there on the field, being 6'4" against these shorter DBs and all that, that you playing basketball on grass, pretty much you have an advantage already because of your God-given gifts already of height and speed.
Yeah, you already know. That's one of my things. Like, just being 6'4" gives me a little edge over other people. So they can put the ball in a certain place, and just being able to go get it. Especially on the basketball court, it's the same thing.
No doubt, folks. We on Justin Hunter here on the Boss Man Show. Folks, check him out. ATL, number 15 for the Titans, doing big things up there in Nashville. Now, as you've been in the league 4 years, man, coming from Tennessee and the SEC, do you feel like that helped you get ready to be an NFL player? Because the SEC is probably the highest level of football in college football. So you feel like playing with the Vols helped you become a better player as you came to the league, and so much as a big adjustment for you because you played high level football in college.
I feel like it was just coming out of the SEC, you play very like the top teams every week, basically. It's always somebody ranked in SEC, and it's always the top 5 team you're gonna play. And it's just a great competition. It's great to compete, and I feel like it is, a step under. But I love it. I love it.
Now, speaking of your Vols, man, they got big expectations this year, man. They talking about them winning the SEC East with Dobbs and Bush Jones doing big things, man. How you feel about your boys up there on the hill in Knoxville? Are they gonna do it or they not, man?
Man, I think they do it. I just feel like Bush Jones doing a great job. Building the team, everything like that. Great recruits in. We got Jalen Hurd, Josh Dobbs leading the offense this year. So we got a lot of talent out there, and I think we can do it. They're very explosive. They can run again. Out of this world too.
Now, when you played there, man, what was your favorite away game? Was it the Florida game, Georgia, or who do you consider your biggest rival at UT as well?
First of all, I think one of the coolest away games I played at probably is against South Carolina. The crowd just like really into it and everything like that. And right before kickoff, they got their little chance and everything. So it was real cool playing there. I think probably one of the biggest rivals, I think you got 2, like Florida and, Alabama. For years, we've been going at it with each other and everything like that. So it's been real heated.
No doubt, man. I'll tell you what, man. Folks don't know. Me and just talk about basketball all the time. He's a Laker fan. I don't know why he's a Laker fan. They ain't done that in years. But man, I'm talking about your Lakers, man. Kobe's gone this year. You got young Taylor with Russell and Ingram and Julius Randle. You think those guys gonna do some big things in the near future or not, man? Talk to me.
Man, I'm a Laker fan. Kobe fan. I think they're gonna do something every year. So they're gonna do it. They're gonna make the playoffs. We got a young team, and it's big things. Coming to the league. We got Jordan Clarkson. He's gonna step. Well, he's already stepped up, but he's gonna take it lead by storm this year.
No doubt. Like I said, so do you look at the Hawks or my Magic? You ever look at them and say, hey, I know you're close to the Hawks in Memphis as well. Do you ever catch them when you're at home after practice or whatever like that?
Yeah, I always around the league and whatnot. Memphis is doing really good. Getting a lot of good players off and everything like that. And with the Hawks, just getting Dwight Howard, real big foot down there in the paint.
No doubt, man. So, last thing for you, man. I know me and you talked about shooting ball, man, yesterday at the game, man. We asked this up, man. We said one was shooting coming between me, you, Harry, Dre Johnson, Rashad. We have a shooting contest, man, and we see who the best shooter out of. I'm telling you, no lie. At Harry's event for Christmas, I was out there and Stacey Adams in a blazer hitting threes, man. He don't want to admit it, but I was.
All I know is if it was between all of us, I would win.
Okay.
You got to see threes, mid-range jump shots. Give everybody a chance.
Okay, let's set it up there. Look here. I'll drive it from Atlanta. I'll see you let me know when we'll find a gym, but I'll be there and we'll do it, man.
I'm down for it.
No doubt, man. Justin, I'll tell you, man. Great to have you on the show today, man. Wish you the best of luck, bro. And look here, anytime, any place, man. You're welcome on the Bossman Show. Look forward to supporting you all the way around, bro.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having me, man.
No doubt, folks. Justin Hunter here on the Bossman Show. Coming up next, we'll Bossman Show for you after the break. the Jared the Bossman Show. Got a special guest for you, as promised, coming out of Little Rock, Arkansas. He's from there. He's coaching there. They was associate head coach last year, assistant coach from '04 to '08. Now he's back with the Trojans for good as the head man this time out of Little Rock. Wes Flanigan on the Bossman Show. Coach Flanigan, I've been watching from afar, man. Glad to have you on the show finally. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm living out the dream every day, obviously waking up in the morning and, being here in my hometown, man, coaching, Little Rock's team, man. It's a dream come true. Not many of us, get the opportunity, man, to coach a college team, especially in their own city. And so I'm blessed, man. I'm fortunate, man. I don't take this for granted at all, this opportunity. And I'm looking forward to the challenge, man.
Did you ever, as a kid, in your wildest dreams, ever imagine that you would be the head coach of Little Rock one day? Did that ever cross your mind as a kid?
Well, we all have things, man, that we want to try to accomplish, man. We have these sights and these dreams, man. But, to be honest with you, you just never know, man, if you're ever going to be able to, fulfill those dreams. And obviously, that time has come. I've always, cherish, Little Rock and the experiences I had here growing up. Had a lot of good experiences. And obviously I went to Auburn and, kind of grew up as a young man. And, now I'm back home after traveling the world. And I'll tell you, man, this basketball, this basketball I picked up at a young age. My dad's a Hall of Fame high school coach, but I picked it up as a young age, man. And it's taken me to see a lot of different things, man, experience a lot of great things. And, I feel very fortunate.
Oh, I hear that. And, Coach, what does it mean to you to be able to put your own stamp on Little Rock now, where it's your show now, it's your program now, you can put your own stamp on it, leave your own legacy now as the coach of Little Rock now?
Well, it means a lot. I'm looking forward to it. As I said, I think I'm a guy, man, that's always kind of stepped up to challenges. This is a big challenge, man. Last year we were 30-5. We had the most wins in the nation. Our attendance, increased the most in the nation. And, there's a lot of things, happening here, a lot of excitement. Our fans are hungry. And, I'm just excited, man, to have this opportunity. But, the good thing about it, man, is I got 6 seniors that were part of that team last year. Those guys tasted, some success, and I think they're hungry, man, to, taste some more. And I think those guys in the end, man, will help you get a lot of things done here in this first year.
And I would think, Coach, you probably have one of the older teams in the nation with 6 seniors on your roster.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be very blessed to have that much veteran leadership on your roster to help your new recruits and your younger guys come along and keep the flow going that you had last year.
Well, I think coaching from time to time, man, is a little overrated, man. I think, number one, as a coach, man, your job is to, make sure that everybody's on the same page, and everybody's, following the game plan and being disciplined and that type of stuff, man. I think at the end of the day, it comes down to players and players making plays. And, if you practice good habits every day, which we did last year, and you got good talent, you'll have a chance to win a lot of games. And I think this year, obviously, we'll have a little bit of both. And, again, I look forward to us, competing for another Sun Belt Conference championship. Obviously, our conference, man, is really tough. Georgia State is always pretty good. Georgia Southern had a really young team that I think will be good this year. And then Coastal Carolina is coming in. That's my old ball coach, Coach Cliff Ellis, man, there. So it's a really good conference, man, and I'm looking forward to competing in it.
Now, how much you talk to Coach Ellis now since he's the coach over at Coastal Carolina? Are y'all still sharing ideas like, nah, we enemies now to a degree? How's that going for you, man?
Yeah, me and Coach, man, we've always stayed in contact. Obviously, man, this profession, man, there's so many things that, you're doing. Obviously, you're getting pulled in all kind of different directions. And, you're also trying to take care of your family. And he's a family man. I am, too. But we've always stayed in contact. Obviously, he called me and obviously, man, let me know how proud he was of me for getting this opportunity. My hard work, my dedication, obviously it paid off. And he called me, and then it was kind of a funny feeling, man, going to the Final Four and sitting in that Sun Belt meeting, man, in the first time, and, you got your old college coach sitting next to you, man, and now he's your guy you're competing against. You know, it was a funny feeling, man. But I know, you know, when we meet up, play each other, you know, he's going to be trying to win the game as well as I am. We're both great competitors. But at the end of the day, man, it'll be a great experience. One of the best coaches, man, you know, ever coach college basketball. Probably doesn't get the amount of credit that he should.
Folks, we got Wes Flanigan here on the Bossman Show, and the coach of Little Rock Trojans here with me today here talking about his program. And, Coach, for you, you moved over that one seat. How much has that one seat meant to you for your responsibilities, getting pulled every which way? How has it been? Did you realize how much it took to be the head man once it over until being in that seat now?
Well, I'm still kind of in the honeymoon phase right now, man. I mean, obviously, everybody's excited about what we did last year and what we have coming back. You know, I hadn't really got the full effect of being that head coach, you know, because I hadn't called a play yet or sat in that bench, man, when it's been, you know, 52 to 52 with, you know, 13 seconds left. But I think I'm prepared for it, obviously, man. Like I told you earlier, I'm the son of a Hall of Fame coach. I think that, you know, obviously I've watched, you know, him all my life, but I've been around some great coaches too, man. I've been here with Chris Beard and I worked for Mike Davis. Both of those guys come from, you know, work for Bobby Knight. And so I have a little bit of that in my background. And then I worked for Doc Sala too, who also worked for Eddie Sutton. And so my background, you know, I got a great coaching tree. And, you know, I don't have that experience yet, but, you know, I'm looking forward to the challenge again. I think I'm more than capable.
Oh, I believe you, Coach. You're a former. I feel like any former player can coach the game because you played the game, so you know the strategy of actually having been a player. So I feel like that can easily transition over to the sidelines to draw a play up. You can go out with what you're seeing on the court and say, hey, I see this right here. We're going to run this through this. You know, all the counters, everything. So I feel like if you play the game, easy transition for me, you know.
Definitely. And again, it takes a work ethic. Man. And I think, you know, there's a lot of, you know, NBA guys that sometimes come down to college, man. They just don't understand. You know, obviously you have a great background, man, in terms of basketball. But I think when you're coaching college basketball, it's so important, number one, that, you know, I think it's more of a counseling deal. I mean, 75%, 80% of it is mental. And you have to be able to reach those guys, and then, you know, the rest of it, the 20 or 15% left, you know, it comes down to a work ethic. You know, watching that film, you know, sitting down there, grading that film, watching that film, and then obviously putting together a plan that your guys and your team can carry out. So I've been, you know, doing this, you know, 18 years as an assistant. Again, I've watched and, you know, kind of been mentored by a lot of different guys. Some guys have had a lot of success in our business. And now it's my time, and I'm really, really excited about it. I tell you that.
Now, Coach, you've been in the Sun Belt Conference. I mean, you have a lot of places you can go recruit to find talent. Now, like Atlanta being one, you know, you're right there. Memphis is right at your back door there. Also going to Texas as well. So, with you being in the Sun Belt Conference, you being a Little Rock native and you coaching there previously, and now you're back as a head coach now. Do you feel like you have an advantage recruiting because you know all the hot spots of the conference and of Little Rock, how to get players?
Right. Well, you know, I worked primarily in this region. You know, my first job was at Northwest Mississippi, which is 25 minutes outside of Memphis. So I have some contacts there, and then I went from there back to Little Rock. Obviously, you know, my connections here in the state, I've always had a guy, you know, from Arkansas on every roster that I've been on as a coach, an assistant coach. You know, from there, I kind of broadened my horizon and, you know, established a new network in Nebraska where I was going into Baltimore, going into Chicago quite a bit, in Kansas City, and then back to the SEC and in Mississippi. And so all of those connections, man, to help our program. But, you know, I'll tell you this too, JR. We got a great staff that I've been able to assemble. Mitch Cole, being from Texas A&M, Kwanzaa Johnson, my associate head coach that's coming from us from TCU, and then Solomon Bozeman, who was a Sun Belt Player of the Year here in Little Rock, who started out at South Florida, whose dad actually coached at Ole Miss on probably the best team ever played at Ole Miss, that included my brother. So I got a great staff that's going to be able to help me, you know, get through this process this first year. And we have a lot of connections, man, throughout the Southeast. And, I feel really good about where our program is headed.
Folks, we got West Flanigan here on the Bossman Show talking about the Little Rock Trojans. They gonna do big things with it. Hey, look, I know we don't know y'all here in the ATL love Coach Hunter, but check out Coach Flanigan too. You know what I'm saying? Check him out. Check him out, people. Check him
Well,
out.
I spent a lot of time in the A, man. Being in Auburn, we come to Atlanta quite a bit. Especially in the off season when I was in college. Again, man, I've been at UAB for 2 years. I was at Mississippi State for 3 years, and so I've been in Atlanta quite a bit. I've got a lot of friends and associates there. Really excited about coming back there and put my team on the floor there, and hopefully, getting a W.
Oh, I hear that. Now, Coach, speaking of getting that W, when these people at ATL watch your team play, what do you want them to take away from watching your guys come out here to the Georgia State Sports Arena when they play the Panthers this year? What do you want your team to do out there, man?
Well, hopefully we'll fun team to watch. I want our guys to play hard, and I want our guys to have some toughness. Our motto last year was 4-1, which was a slogan for us. And basically it was 4 is the 1 as the mental is the physical, and it's just a deal that when every time we face some adversity, man, that's something that we would go to and pull from, and we stayed kind of stone faced throughout that, and it got us through some tough times. There's a lot of times last year where we were down 13 or 14 points at one point in the game. We managed to just kind of hang in there and figure out a way to win, but 4-1 is what we're about. I want my team to be mentally tough, but I want us to be fun to watch, and I want us to have some fun, and I hope people enjoy watching us.
Now, I'm curious to ask you about this non-conference scheduling. Are you going to be a coach that schedules hard games early in the year to get your team ready for Sun Belt play, or you want to try to build up some confidence for your guys, get some wins at home, get some guys to come play maybe on 2-for-1 basis? So how you feel you're going to go about making a non-conference schedule, Coach?
Well, obviously, I think, being at this level, being in this league, I think every game is challenging. It's not like you can walk out there at any moment, man, and take a game for granted, when you're coaching at the, quote unquote, mid-major level, or anybody's capable of beating you. So we have to approach every game the same way. I think after going through what we went through last year, obviously playing a tough schedule, we had, probably, 3 or 4 games here at home. The rest of those games were on the road. We thought that, us starting out 10-1 in the non-conference and then getting in the conference and being 17-3 would possibly give us a chance to get automatic bid. But at the end of the day, it still came down to us to winning the Sun Belt Conference Championship tournament. And so, you got to kind of, number one, you want your team to be prepared for conference, but you don't want to, overdo it too. And so with us playing all of those road games last year, we were able this year to fix our schedule. We have a little bit more control of it. Obviously, we'll have a few more non-conference games here. This year, I think we have actually 7, whereas last year we had 4. And, I want to continue. Obviously, we'll get started. We lost a couple of key guys. But obviously we got some tough home games too in Idaho and Tulsa. But, there's kind of a missing match there. The key is just trying to win every game on the schedule. You really can determine, who's going to be good, who's going to be bad on that schedule when you set it in the preseason. But the key is just focusing in, taking it one game at a time and trying to win every single game on that schedule.
Coach, I can imagine it was hard scheduling because people really didn't want to play you guys. I can only imagine.
The good thing is, man, we pretty much had it all done. Man. We needed, when I got the job, I think we were missing maybe 2 games on the schedule. So, that was the best of all. Now, obviously, this next schedule is going to be probably a bigger chore, especially if we come back and have another successful season. But our schedule was pretty much done when I got the job.
Now, Coach, is there any rules you want to see maybe tweaked by the rules committee, maybe advancing the ball at the end of the game, 24-second shot clock, making it 3 to NBA three-point line, resetting the shot clock after a rebound? Is there some rules you want to maybe see them look at, maybe to make the game a little bit better, even go in the quarters, even like they did in the women's game?
Yeah, well, there's been a lot of talk about us going to quarters. I think, right now when you look around, athletics in general, I think we're probably the only game left, the only competition left where you just still have two halves. And so there's a lot of talk that's been, about that, going to quarters. I talked to, some of the women's coaches, and they seem to think it sped the game up a little bit. But whatever they do, man, the game is forever evolving. Us as a staff, we'll make the adjustment. And, this is a game we love, man. No matter what they do with it, we're going to have fun playing it and coaching. So, I'm just looking forward to, man, to establishing my first year, here's the head coach, and continue to do good things and big things for Little Rock.
Now, Coach, I tell you what, man, it's been a pleasure to have you on the show today, man. I usually don't talk to guests this long, Coach, but you were so good, I kept on going with you. I usually count the guests, but I'm like, yeah, man, Coach is good. I'm gonna give him some more time. I'm just being real with you.
I
you good,
that, man. I appreciate you having me on, man. I've had fun. It's been, like I said, it's been a joy, man. It's a dream come true, and every day, man, I approach this, man, like it's the last day of my life, man. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying it, man. And my guys are working hard, and I'm excited about it.
Well, Coach, I look forward to supporting your team this year. Coach, I'm neutral, Coach. Look, y'all went to Tennessee State, so I have no dog in this fight here in the Sun Belt Conference. I'm cool with everybody. So I'm neutral, so you got my support. I support everybody. All the guests on the show, I support you guys. If you need me, I'll help you out, Coach. So just don't know. If you need me, I will help you out. I have no bias here, buddy.
Hey, man, I appreciate it, man. Thank you, man. I look forward to seeing you, man, when we come that way, okay?
Yes, indeed, Coach. Folks, Coach was Flanigan here on the Bossman Show. Coming up next after the break is my man, Tony T-Bone Williams, giving us the Jets and Giants update and some Knicks news as well after the break. Back in the Gerald the Bossman Show, was joined by Justin Hunter, Titans wide receiver, Little Rock Trojans head coach Wes Flanigan, and as promised, I told you we'd have him back on the show. I ran from Metro New York. I covering the Jets, the Giants this year. The guy, I'm doing multiple things, but he's always down for the Bossman Show. The one and only Tony T-Bone Williams. What's up, bro?
Not much, man. How are you, man? Time maintain. It's fine with you.
I'm good, man. It's getting this grind on, man. And what the grind is, man, for me is what the New York Jets, man. What's up with Christian Hackenberg, man? He's not seeing the field, and I hear Todd Bowles is going to play Geno and maybe Bryce Petty to see for the number 2 spot. So do you think they're going to stash Hackenberg on IR or trade Petty or Smith? What's going on with the quarterbacks up there with the Jets, man?
Well, we definitely know who number 1 is. That's Fitzpatrick. After that, it's kind of jumbled between Geno and Bryce. We'll see more on Saturday night between those two, because right now Bowles said that Geno is still his number 2, but Bryce is pushing very hard on him. Bryce has had very good performances in camp this summer, and as well as the games he's played in. So right now it's a 3-man roster at quarterback, and like you said, they probably will stash Hackenberg on IR, or they might all just keep 4 quarterbacks altogether. If they keep all 4 quarterbacks, the Hackenberg goes to the scout team, and then they find a way to either move Petty or Geno, or just have those 3 guys active roster every week.
Now, how has Fitzpatrick looked coming off of that long layoff? Was he in shape, or how was he?
Well, there were several memes about Fitzpatrick coming back. He came in a little pudgy, and he came with a full head of hair all the way around, beard and top of the head. So he looked different, but he's working himself back into shape. He's looking pretty good. The offense has looked pretty good under his control, as we thought and expected. So right now, things are going pretty well. The only thing we need to see now is see the whole unit intact, and that means getting back Matt Forte, because Forte hasn't played a down yet this preseason.
Now, is he going to play in this game Saturday night, or is he going to debut when the season starts out there on September 11th?
Well, Bowles prefers to have all the starters play at least a half Saturday night against the Giants. What he expects Forte to play, even with the hamstring injury, because he doesn't want Forte's first hit to be on September 11th, opening day. He prefer to have his running back stick in contact, between now and September 11th. So it's up to, I think, his hamstring. If he's good to go, then we'll see for that first half.
Now, do you think his hamstring is stable? Because with a hamstring, if you just make the wrong twinge, it may linger the whole season long. So does Bowles really want to chance it in a really non-important game of a tweak and he's out even longer?
Yeah, that's a good point. Hamstrings are very tricky. It's probably the most trickiest injury in all pro sports because it can grab you at any time. But I do think that Bowles really wants to see Forte in action. He does not want Forte to have his first hit happen against the Bengals defense that is pretty darn good. I think he wants to see them go through motions a little bit here Saturday against the Giants, and then maybe the finale against Philadelphia. So I think he definitely wants to see it in there. But like you said, he'll know pregame warm-ups how his back feels.
Now, how the defense looking on the Todd Bowles in year two? Are they looking fast and furious out there, or think they're going to take a step back this year?
It's funny. I just wrote a piece about that yesterday about the defense. They looked kind of sluggish the first two games of the preseason. So, I mean, it's kind of hard to gauge them right now because they haven't played many series together just yet, and not intact, of course, because Mahomes Wilkerson has not played yet either. And the fact that they played a high-powered offense in the Jaguars, the opening game at MetLife Stadium, and honestly, they went up and down the field in that first-string Jags offense went up and down the field on the Jets defense. So right now, it's still a work in progress. They're still working out the kinks. Bowles wants them to play a full half at least and see if they can gel together and maybe get Wilkerson on the field as well.
And D. Milner's hurt again, man. This dude can't stay healthy for nothing.
Yeah, it's a shame because he was just a high draft pick for the Jets. But like you said, he has an inability to stay on the field, and you can't help the club from the tub. So if you're always in a trainer's room, it doesn't help his chances. And think about this: he is not the pick of this new regime. So I mean, you know how that goes. When a new regime comes in, they kind of want to clean house and get rid of the old dead weight. So it behooves Milner to get on that field and play because you know what? He is not beholden. Scott McCagnon, GM, is not beholden to the player.
And you know what? I think that may bite my guess in the butt, Justin Hunter, because he's not a pick of John Robinson and Mike Mularkey in Tennessee. I think he may be out with like Dorial Green Beckham. Justin, I love him to death. He's a cool dude, but I don't think he'll survive this new regime in Tennessee. You know.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Because if you're not the pick of a new regime, like example, look what happened today in Cleveland with a Tiki Mingo, who was the first round pick of the old regime for the Browns. The new guy comes in and get rid of him for a fifth round pick for the Patriots. If you're not performing and you're not in the eye of the new beholder, you can be gone in an instant.
Exactly. And, football truly a business. It's always bone, like I always say, it's not what you know, it's who you know or who drafted you. That's how you keep jobs around here. So we got that going. And how the Giants looking, man, on the McAdoo? Are they happier now, not being under the Tom Coughlin rules now? Are the guys actually saying it out loud, or are they kind of being quiet about that?
Oh, no, not at all. It's the same rules pretty much. It's still the same rule with the clock as far as being 5 minutes fast. That means if you're 5 minutes early, you're late. So those kind of rules are still staying in place with the Giants and McAdoo. It's been a pretty seamless transition. The only difference is that Jerry Reese finally gave the Giants more talent. I think he short-circuited Coughlin all these years by not opening up the pocketbook to get more talent in there. But we see now the McAdoo, they have a whole new starting defense in there. So I think the only change is the new faces. But as far as the rules and all the small quirks of the program, it's still pretty the same.
And Victor Cruz, is he gonna make the roster, or is he in danger of getting cut?
Being cut, I can't see that happening unless it's injured waived kind of thing. As far as because when he's healthy, which hasn't happened since October 12th of 2014, but when he's healthy, he's still a viable option in the passing game. The plan is to have him play. He's practiced the last 2 days in a row now, so the plan is to have him play Saturday, and they need that. They need to see him get hit because it's a lot different playing 7-on-7 or 11-on-11 passing drills when you're not getting hit or being brought down to the ground. So they got to see him take contact. They got to see him go against guys like, a guy like Reeves or someone like that of that ilk, or Buster Screen, someone of that ilk. They need to see him in real competitive action and getting hit. I can't see him getting cut, but you know what? They do need him to play well and actually be healthy, upright.
You got that right. And the Giants got new defense, like I said, new players. Olivier Vernon paid a bunch of money, a lot of money. Oh, my God. Way too much money. How is JPP looking? Is he more comfortable with that claw now he has?
Yeah, the glove is fitting fine. He says it's the same motion now as it ever was. I've seen him in the weight room, and I see him with the dumbbells and right hand, and it's all seamless. It looks the same. Obviously, it doesn't look the same, but to him, he says there's no real big difference for him. That's the most important thing. As a D lineman, you're in a hand fight every play, and you must be able to grab on and hold and tug at jerseys. If he couldn't do that, then he won't be the old JPP. But what we see so far in practices and the games, we see him look pretty well, and he looks fresh. He looks energized, and I think that he's in for a bigger year than expected.
And I know you like to look at the Broncos, man. What's going on with that quarterback battle out there, man? Could we really have a starting opening day of Trevor Siemian? Are you kidding me?
I tell my Bronco-loving friends, don't panic, because it's not about that quarterback position. It's important that position just does not scratch a Ferrari. That means no turnovers, no boneheaded plays, which probably means no Sanchez, because he's known for that. Simeon is the more rock-solid, steady kind of kid where he's a pure pocket passer. He goes through progressions, almost like a robot, and he makes the safe, smart throws. That's all they need. They need a guy to move the chains when it's 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7. The running game will be the backbone of the offense, and the defense will have their back as usual. So really, I would probably say Simeon, even though he's not taking a single snap or a single pass yet in his career, he's probably leading. If he doesn't have a big screw up against the Rams on Saturday, it's his job. And now that's a great test because he played San Fran's front seven, and he did well up until the pick 6 for the half. And that's a good defense though, San Fran. He does the same thing with the Rams, where he moves the chains, but doesn't have any turnovers. It's his job.
Okay, now, are you liking what we seen out of Dak Prescott? I know it's preseason and he's playing against vanilla defenses, but you like what Dak is doing, and you think that Dak solved the Dallas Cowboys' backup to Tony Romo issue? Because as a Cowboy fan, I know he's going to get hurt eventually.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm not sure if we ever talked about Dak before on your show, but I've loved Dak since his junior year at Mississippi State. I've loved Dak since junior year. He's been an amazing story of what he's come from, the tragedy with his mom passing, the cancer early, and coming through, through the ranks almost unnoticed, to the college ranks until his junior year. We beat Alabama and had that great run. I love the kid, and I haven't been on the Kool-Aid like everyone else, because I've already been loving the kid for years now. So I'm not shocked by this. The kid is poised. He's heady. He's smart. He's a competitor. Great athlete. So and behind that off the line and throwing to Dez and have the running game behind him, you know what? If Romo does go down, God forbid, I'm a big Romo fan, but if he goes down, there won't be as much panic in the Cowboys camp, I don't think.
Nah, not at all. And finally, on the field topic before we go to NBA real quick, Josh Norman. Dude is writing checks his butt cannot cash. He is a cover 3 zone corner like Richard Sherman. They don't play man. He plays a side. Now he's saying that Cam and Luke Kuechly got all the marketing deals and got all the pub. There are the marquee guys in Carolina, my man, and you are a loose cannon. So what is your take on him running his mouth with the Redskins like he's this big bad wolf and he's only playing a side?
Well, he's feeling himself. He's cashing all those Dan Snyder checks. And you said it best. He was a zone cover corner, which he only played his corner of the field. He very rarely rolls around and cover the guys, say like a Peterson, Pat Peterson, or Keith Talib or Chris Harris. Those guys followed their targets all game. And that's why the Panthers let him go. That's why the Panthers rescinded that qualifying offer, because they knew they had guys on that roster, next man up mentality, that can fill that void. And they were going to pay that kind of money to a guy who only covers a top receiver part-time. So I say God bless to him. They got that money from Dan Snyder. I say it's great that he's over there in Washington now, because now he gets to face Declan twice a year, which I can't wait to see. He gets to face Dez Bryant twice a year. I can't wait to see that either. But you know what? He is cashing these checks, I'm telling you. And like I said, I don't think that he can back it up on a full-time basis now going forward with ODB twice a year and Dez twice a year. And I love Mary Thomas' response. You know what? Look at the scoreboard. That's all I'm going to tell you.
No doubt. And, man, talk about the Knicks, man. Carmelo Anthony, man, said he's going to retire from Olympic basketball. He got asked 3 gold medals, and Jim Boeheim came out and said Carmelo probably will not win a title in the NBA. Do you feel like Carmelo Anthony is winning a college title and a 3 golds? He got a good career of winning, and that he just been in bad situations where he could not win and get over the hump?
No, I've been called a Carmelo apologist since he came over to New York. I'm a big Carmelo supporter. There are times where I do apologize to him, but I said that he's had a great Hall of Fame career. There's no shame if his career ended right now. As far as the accolades, where he's won, in high school and in college, he's won in international play. I'm a big fan of Carmelo. I know what he said. I think it took out of context and blown up. Namely, Stephen A. Smith blew it, I think, in the wrong way. I think what he was saying, that his career is very accomplished, and it really is. And not everyone can win a title in the NBA. But then again, not everyone can win 3 gold medals as he's done. So his career is standing alone on its own, and it's a Hall of Fame career right now today if he's not playing. Because it's not the NBA Hall of Fame, it's the Basketball Hall of Fame. He's encompassed almost everything and as far as being a great basketball player in his career.
Now, do you think that the 04 Olympics is a black eye on Larry Brown's career about how miserable he made those guys and how them guys didn't want to be there and how that team is flamed out in Athens?
Yeah, I'm amazed that team failed. I still look back on that and still think how they failed. With that roster talent, then again, they were all so young at the time. But you had Larry Brown. You even had at least Tim Duncan in that team. So it's hard to me to fathom that kind of roster can be that bad in international play. But I do think that Larry sucked the life out of you. Larry's a great coach. Larry's an all-timer, an all-time great coach. He had Coach Phil Jackson in the NBA Finals once. So he's an all-time great coach. But Larry also wears on you eventually. And I think that maybe he kind of sucked the life out of that atmosphere down there. So it's a shame that it happened. And it was a black mark on our international record. But you know what? Ever since then, it's been all golden.
And final one for you, Bum. Thank you for your time as always, brother. Derrick Rose, man. Derrick Rose running his mouth saying the Knicks can win every game next year. There's no reason why they shouldn't win every game next year. What's wrong with Derrick Rose? He's not the same guy he once was. I mean, I like the move the Knicks have made, but come on, D. Rose. Get in reality, my man. You are fighting for the 5th to 8th seed at best. At best.
Well, yeah. If they're healthy, knock on wood, they're probably fighting for a 5th, maybe a 4th if all things play out right. But, it's Derrick being confident in himself, being confident in his team. I can handle that. I mean, if you said, I think we're a 10th seed, everyone would kill him. So I don't kill a guy for having confidence in his team. Then again, he is completely nuts because the Knicks, can't win every game possible, as many possible games they can. Listen, even if it's on 2K, Knicks aren't winning every game on 2K. So it's just a part of real life where it'll hit him by January, when Knicks are treading around 500 and fighting for that 6-7 spot. But you know what? I can't kill a guy for being confident in himself and his team. But like I said, that's how they play the game, and that's how we'll see.
I'm waiting for it, Bone, on 12/28. He comes to Atlanta. I ask him the question, how's it going for you in every game, Derek? I wonder whether the Knicks guy threw him out of the locker room for asking that question. But I will do it on 12/28.
Listen, I've been in the Knicks for 8 years now covering that team. I dare you to ask that question. So he'll get pulled from the competition so fast you get whiplash. The Knicks PR team will not have that.
Well, hopefully by me being in Atlanta, I can get away with it maybe. Hopefully. Because I won't be coming to the Garden anytime soon. So hopefully I can get away with it and still get credentialed by the Knicks down the road, hopefully.
Understood.
No doubt. Well, Bone, before you go, man, you got anything you want to let the listeners know how to follow you, your articles? Talk to them real quick before you go and get out of here, Bone.
Oh, sure. You can find me at metro.us and just go to New York Sports section. And I'm all over the map now doing Jets, Giants, and Knicks. And you can find me also on Twitter at T-Bone8. And you can also find me on Facebook at T-Bone8 Sports.
Folks, this is my man, Tony T-Bone Williams. Bone, as always, man, thank you for your time. You're one of our best guests on the show. We love having you on. Always insightful, my man.
Hey, man, for you anytime. You know that.
No doubt. Folks, there's Tony T-Bone Williams coming in. It's the Boss Report after the break. Back here at the Bossman Show. Had a great show for you. Joined by Tennessee Titans wide receiver Justin Hunter. Joined by Arkansas Little Rock new head coach out there doing big things, Wes Flanigan. And we're joined by our man from Metro New York, Tony T-Bone Williams, talking about the Jets and the Giants and the Knicks up there in New York City. But now he's back. Time for my man, for the Boss Report. It's going to be crazy. GORs galore. My man's here. TrueSpeech. What's good, bro?
Hey, what it do, JR? What it do?
Not much, dog. We've been a couple weeks off now. We're ready to go. And, dog, I must promise you, today's stories are crazy as ever.
Man, I can only imagine, dog. Let's go ahead and get it, man.
No doubt. Folks, you've been waiting on it. It's time for it. It's here. It's the Boss Report. First story, dog, is this. North Carolina man is arrested after dishing out more than 3,000 lethal butt injections.
Whoa, 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 whoa. He killed 3,000 people?
Yes, due to butt injections, yes.
How in the hell, bro? Whoa, shit. That's crazy. That is absolutely unreal, and that's crazy, dog. I mean, 3,000?
Yes. Yes.
My brain can't even process that, dog. I feel bad. Like, I can't even make a joke about that, bro. 3,000? How is he allowed to get away with it for so long without getting caught?
Like,
that's crazy.
all the name of having a big booty, really, and now you're dead.
See, ladies, please, for the love of all things holy, it is not that deep. It is not that serious. I promise you, if you don't have a video vixen model booty, it's some dude that will love your dirty drawers. Like, trust me. Like, and this is coming from a butt man. Like, I love butts. I really do. I am that guy that loves a woman with a great posterior. But for real, ladies, it ain't that deep. It is not worth your life, trust me. Just go to the gym, work it out, and just work with what God gave you. Because there's 3,000 people going, dog. That is sad. That really truly is sad. That's horrible, bro. That's horrible.
Well, we have this name back again. Florida man arrested after calling 911 to complain about checkers order.
What was that? I want to hear that say, dog. Hey, yo, this is 911. They didn't give me all my season fries. Like, is that how that report goes? Like, what in the world? Like, come on, bro. What the hell? Like, stop wasting their time with that now.
Exactly. I agree. In Wisconsin, Kmart shopper arrested after rock bottoming fellow patron after catching him eyeballing his honey.
Rock bottoming somebody that he says, I want to see that security footage, dog. I got to see that. I have got to see that, man.
This was Kmart this time. It was Kmart finally, not Walmart, but Kmart. This went down there.
Who still has a Kmart, dog? Like, what in the hell? But I really want to see that security footage.
It's hilarious, man. Like, my man, you know, it was funny because dude passed by him and his girl and turned around and looked at the booty, and the dude turned around, called him, looking at his girl's booty, and then went to attack.
Exactly.
Yes. And dog, he even pinned him for the 1, 2, 3. Somebody counted the 1, 2, 3 for him. That ain't even worse.
I would have been that guy. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I would have been that guy that slid across the Kmart floor and just counted them out. Because I am a terrible person sometimes. I would have been that guy. I'd have made somebody record it. I'd have been like, I'd have slid in like Earl Hebner back in the day, dog. Just, whoa, ring the bell. Like, no, I would have made that situation so much worse.
Exactly. Florida street musician, well, magician, not musician, arrested after making women's bathing suit bottom disappear while walking on the sidewalk.
How, Sway? Teach me your magic. Teach me your magic, Sway. I'm playing. That's like a horrible thing to do. Like, that's an abusing magic, bro. I mean, I want to look. I mean, that's terrible, though. You can't lie to everybody. How did he do it?
They didn't say. They said he's been doing it for the last 14 years. I finally got caught.
How do people do this? How do people do like this for that long? Like, how though? I mean, like, how does nobody report this?
Exactly. All these years. They finally did
14 years.
Yeah. 14. Terrible.
I'm serious. I'm legitimately serious as to how.
I am too. Like, really? Well, this is very crazy. Japanese woman arrested after attempting to murder her husband with dodgeball because, quote, his feet were so damn funky.
That's a whole. Wait a minute, she killed him with the dodgeball?
Yes.
Dog, how? How, bro? For the love of everything holy, only Sasha. How do you kill somebody with a dodgeball, bro? How?
Must do it real hard. Or flunk it real hard.
I'm not laughing at he's dead. I'm laughing at how. That's just ridiculous.
A lot of these GORs in this report already. This is what we doing here? Like, really?
Dude, I'm like floored. Like, how physically? How is that possible?
Exactly. Well, this is crazy. Florida woman arrested after playing mermaid by swimming and entering beachfront homes naked and screaming Pokemon, Pokemon, Pokemon Go, and I'm not a bleep that rounds with a toe.
Was she attracted?
No.
I want to be mad. Okay. So I want to be mad, but if she could pull off your mother, she's probably kind of hot. But judging from what she said, she probably is. So, ew, that's disgusting. And I'm just confused about all of that. I mean, I don't think that's how Pokemon Go works. Like, I'm pretty sure you have to be swimming naked to play it. From what I know about Pokemon Go, I'm pretty certain about that. And you know what? I'm 100% certain. I'm 150% certain that being naked and swimming is not a requirement to play Pokemon Go.
Exactly. And naked Cleveland man arrested after teabagging old lady's couch
so terrible,
and stealing hurricanes.
I'm sorry, running back. All I heard was naked Cleveland man arrested.
Yes. Naked Cleveland man arrested after teabagging an old lady's couch and stealing hurricanes due to, quote, her refusal to give him money for chips.
Huh, okay. Ill. Ill. And ill, you said make it too bad. Okay, alright, that's disgusting.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Unsurprising Florida man is arrested after making money belly dancing in bikini for people stuck in traffic.
Like, I mean, literally,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Knucklehead Kansas man with a concealed carry permit arrested after he accidentally shoots himself and another woman at graduation.
Wait a minute. How do you manage to... Wait. First of all, what? That story was complex and layered. What the hell?
Exactly. Yeah. Knucklehead Kansas man arrested with a concealed carry permit after he actually shoots himself and another woman at graduation.
I don't know. I don't know. Whoa. I mean, that's a horrible... At graduation?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. No, that's horrible.
Well, naked Florida man arrested after trying to walk out of Pesto with a python stuffed in his boxer briefs while playing with himself.
That is a horrible story. I mean, every layer of that just progressively got worse and worse and worse. He started it off bad. But then, as you read more into it, I'm saying, oh, that is definitely just as bad as I thought it was going to be. And it was. It did not disappoint, and it was absolutely positively horrible. I mean, to the fullest extent of being horrible. Like, first of all, how do you have a python in your drawer and you got python with yourself? That is not okay. Nothing about that is normal human behavior. Nor should it be tolerated in today's progressive society. What the hell is that story about?
Exactly. And California couple arrested after engaging in live oral sex on a display furniture at H.H. Green.
Hey, That's the most nutty. That was the most nutty story I think I've heard in a very long time. It's changing it. Like, dog, how random is that, bro? Like, oh my God. Who performed or on who when they changed the grade? And did they get to talk about this song? Because technically at that point, it's a used couch. Like, I would not buy that couch. So did they have to sell that couch like damaged goods or something? Like, how does that begin? I need to know.
Maybe refurbished after they clean it.
Gotta be. They had to call in and clean for that one.
Yes. Well, get this. Florida priest arrested after being busted for prospecting oral sex in public parks across town.
So they had one on a spree across town?
Yes.
Just going at it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well. How fun. Sounds really fun. Interesting.
Well, here we go. Texas burglars arrested after ramming truck into Texas gun store to steal a stockpile of weapons for use later. Did not say.
Because I'm concerned. Whenever people stockpile weapons, what are you getting ready for? And should I be getting ready to? Like, I don't want to be left out of the loop. You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing here? Is there something that I missed the boat? Did I miss something?
Exactly.
Like, should I know something? Should I be getting ready to know something? So whenever I hear those words, I'm always like, all right.
Exactly. And hard partying Florida lawyer arrested and disbarred for drug use and having sex with jail clients and also having sex at the office on film.
Of course, because that's what you do when you're at work. You get caught. And, on film. Because that's smart.
Exactly. Ooh-wee. And New York muggers are arrested after multiple muggings of Pokemon Go playing tourists in Central Park.
See, that's a damn shame that people can't even play Pokemon Go. Everybody gotta ruin every damn thing all the time. That's sad. That's truly, truly sad.
Well, fun story for you is got a lot of layers for you. Naked Florida man arrested after shooting up woman's home for refusing his sexual advances and stone cold stunning boyfriend when he came out of the house to confront him.
Now, you know what, we gotta, that's ridiculous. Stop doing that. Like, oh, he shot up the crib because he was getting like, what? Like, come on, bro.
And why was you naked doing that, though?
Deep. Dude, I don't even know, but it's like, dog, no means no, go away. Like, that's just horrible in every aspect of the word horrible.
And then you stone cold son the boyfriend coming outside to confront you.
Yeah, I don't even understand that.
A lot of layers in that story, bro. A lot of layers.
A lot of complex, ridiculous layers.
So, let's close the ball for today, bro. What is your take on today's report, man?
How does somebody get killed with a basketball?
Exactly.
I am highly confused about that. Seriously, highly confused about that. I have no idea how somebody gets killed with a basketball.
And also on that story of H. Greg about the couple engaging in 6ix9ine action on the couch in H. Greg.
Yeah, that kind of ruins the integrity of the couch. Like, how do you be like, you know what, maybe this furniture is really good. Just, let's go right now. Let's do this. Like, really? H. Greg, okay. All right.
911 still being abused by people for no reason.
I mean, what reason would you have to call 911 at Checkers, bro? Did they not put your season fast? Did you not get all of your fast? Were they not seasoned enough for you? Were they not crunchy enough for you? Like, what the hell is the problem?
And my favorite of the week is my man at Kmart, Rob Bottom, my man for looking at his girl's booty.
But I would have so loved to have been there to that because I promise you I would sit across the floor like every time you know.
1, 2, 3.
Bring them out! Bring them out! Like, I would have had to, bro.
Do you smell what the Rock is cooking?
Dude, I would have had to do it. I would have had to do it. For the circumstance that someone could, I would have had to do it. I would have been that guy.
Exactly. Well, bro, tell us what we got going on Family Grind here and see what you and the crew got going up, coming up here as we hit this late summer, early fall season. What we got going on, man?
Oh, man, dog. Big news, man. Me and Fresh are hitting Salt Lake City, Utah once again. Next week on the 5th, we will be at Club X, man. The Stephen Giants tour is coming up to bring us out. We're going to be out there chilling, kicking it. We're going to put on a dope performance and a dope show. So if you're in the Salt Lake City, Utah area, definitely come out Monday, the 5th. The Club X is going to be a great show, man. Much love. Everybody that's responsible for having us out there, man. Can't wait to slide back out there, dude. It's always love out there. And, of course, Cooking from the Underground is still available. Everybody can hit up familygrind.com, illstreetonline.com, iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, or wherever music can be downloaded and or purchased. You can definitely check us out. Don't forget to hit up familygrind.com and subscribe. We got some more videos coming out for y'all. I can't tell you. I can't give it away on exactly when, but trust me, soon. So if you want to follow Family Grind on Twitter at Family Grind, follow us on Instagram at Family Grind, and follow the Facebook page at Family Grind. Everything will be on there. And then, of course, my homie H Boogie still got his new EP, Nice to Meet You, is still banging through the speakers. FamilyGrind.com, illstreetonline.com for the free digital download. And if you're in the Detroit area, man, follow the young cat, Ace, ACE__BGEY. He got buttons and he has a lot of giveaways at his shows, man. It shows that young kid is on fire out here. So that's what we're doing, man. I can't wait to hit Salt Lake. Can't wait to rock out. And we're working on some more stuff later on. We're trying to finish out the year strong, man.
No doubt. Well, folks, so he's Bossman Show, BossmanRadio.com.